At Pacific Ridge Elementary School this year, our teachers have been challenged by the master schedule. Because of some changes that we made, they have had less time to explicitly teach writing. And so the instructional coaches at Pacific Ridge have helped teachers use CM strategies during their content block to teach writing. Let's explain. This year, we moved to a different schedule, a different model of student support. Instead of doing a pull out Title I type of model for interventions, we introduced a 45-minute block in grades 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 called Win Time, which is essentially an intervention slash acceleration block. All classroom teachers are part of Win Time. They actually are responsible for teaching the intervention or the acceleration. This has essentially taken 45 minutes out of their master schedule, time which they would have spent teaching writing. The coaches at Pacific Ridge have encouraged teachers to use their content block, that's either science or social studies, to fit in their explicit writing instruction. A really good model for this is using a process grid, which chunks facts into digestible pieces that can later be translated into sentences. The coaches at Pacific Ridge developed a sample 6-week writing unit that teachers in first grade through fifth grade could adapt to their own grade level. And we presented this at PD along with follow-up support sessions in classrooms who felt like they wanted support from the coaches. A couple of things to notice about this sample writing unit is that it really progresses from basic chunks of information like notes to the job of turning notes into sentence. So really from comprehension to application, and then really refining the writing skills like introductory sentences, coming down into week 4, varying your sentence starters using pronouns, into week 5, making your sentences more interesting with the use of conjunctions, adverbs, adjectives. And then in week 6, really wrapping things up with conclusions, whether it's a concluding sentence or concluding paragraph, revising editing, and a bibliography. Another thing to notice about this 6-week unit is that for every single day, we plugged in a structured student talk exercise. We believe very strongly in supporting our students' writing through practice, and that is oral practice. And so every single day, we built in time for a student structure talk. Another thing to notice is that it also progresses in complexity in the explicit writing instruction. Again, at the beginning of this 6-week unit, we're really talking about facts, getting facts up on the process grid, really kind of the more brick information, the content. And as we move into the 6-week unit, you can see that our explicit writing instruction gets more tailored to mortar, with introducing adjectives and adverbs, punctuation, using conjunctions, and way down here at the bottom for the grades that it's appropriate, writing bibliographies. We followed all of this presentation up with a blank 6-week unit map for teams to fill in, We ask the teams to choose either a social studies unit or a science unit and fill it in themselves, with, of course, support from the two coaches. It's not a perfect situation. A perfect world would be endless hours to teach your children whatever they need to learn, but it is a way of including explicit writing instruction during a crammed day. That's why we called this presentation Writing in No Time. If you have any questions, our emails are at the beginning of the presentation. We'd love to hear from you, and thank you for your time.